Welcome back to Celebrity Interviewer. I said it, the show.
Hey man, what's happening? It's your boy Gyrl, man. Shout out to I Said It, the celebrity interviewer. You dig what I'm talking about, man. Sponsored by
Hey love, it's Siloam. Siloam, celebrity interviewer. I said it myself. Sponsored by.
I said it is the boy. I said, I support it. I said support it. I support it.
What up? It's Gyrl, music exec, music manager, entrepreneur. Yo, shout out to the celebrity interviewer. I Said It, the show.
Hey, what's good, everybody? I am Chicago's own national award-winning spoken word artist, Just Mike the Poet. I'm here to give a shout out to celebrity interviewer I Said It, the Poet.
What's happening? It's your boy Cam Jones, man. Shout out to the celebrity interviewer I Said It show.
Yo, it's the originator Jazzo, y'all. Make this real quick, man. Shout out to I Said It Management. Doing it big.
I talk to you, man. Like, over the years, I see you everywhere, at every major event, covering every major thing, always supporting every artist that you encounter. So, definitely don't want this time to pass without saying thank you for always being a support to any and everybody that's coming in and out of Chicago. We definitely appreciate you.
Tune in. I'll be with the celebrity interviewer I Said It, the Poet, for the I Said It show.
Hey, how you doing, everybody? This is Dean Most Photography giving a big shout out to my main man, celebrity interviewer I Said It, the Poet.
What up, it's your boy Dave Tolliver from the legendary Minute Large, and right now you're checking out the celebrity interviewer I Said It, the show, baby. Yeah, it's all being brought to you by
My name is Celebrity.
Yo, peace and blessings. I definitely want to welcome you all back for another great celebrity interviewer. You know my name, celebrity interviewer. I Said It, and this the show. And this is where I bring you the best and greatest interviews from around the world for people that's in media, entertainment, along with people that's building the community. And this beautiful young lady to my right, maybe to my left, whatever side of the world you may be looking on, man, she's very special. And someone definitely you need to know in this entertainment industry, blogging, when it comes to branding. And I'm talking about not only, but the one and only entrepreneur, CEO of Gyrl TV on ROKU that you can find like all the time, brand developer, media blogger, and entertainment personality. I'm talking about the one and only Siloam Lackey. I'm sorry. I really appreciate you for the show.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Salute to you, Queen. And I'm just really grateful to have you here today. So we can just celebrate again everything that you're doing because you've been doing some amazing things out here. Been watching you for a long time, and we got the network before, so this will be our second time.
Yeah. It'll definitely be our second time. And hello, everybody out there. I am Siloam Lackey. As he said, I am a brand developer, blogger. I've worked with a lot of people who have connections with like Good Morning America, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm definitely excited to be here. This is my second time with you. We always have a good time anyway. The last time, I don't know, we end up talking about like candy or something like that. It was really, but always good conversations.
Yeah, you just took me all the way back. You're right. We did talk about some candy and something like that. I don't know how I got there. We was on Words with Silk, Portia TV show, and so let's go ahead and just start really where I always like to start is the beginning. You know what I mean? Because people they see the success, they see the numbers, they see etc., but they don't know the grind. They don't know the steps that you had to take, the sacrifice that you had to make personally in your life to develop to the person and woman that you are today. So first, beyond, how's your day and everything like that going? I just want to ask you, where are you originally from?
I'm actually from Chicago. I'm originally from Chicago. I've lived everywhere in Chicago. I've lived in Inglewood, 53rd Woods. I've lived over east. I went to Bryn Mawr Elementary School. I graduated 8th grade from Fulton Elementary School off of 53rd and, well, it's like in the center, 53rd and Woods. And so after 8th grade, I ended up moving to the suburbs where my mother moved us to, but the majority of my life I spent in Chicago.
Okay, word. Shout out to Inglewood. That's definitely a great place. You know what I mean? Don't follow what y'all see on TV. You know what I'm saying? Some great people there. I just lived there.
Yeah.
Before I had moved to where I reside at right now. But man, so with that, where you can contribute the grind that you have developed, and who was your biggest influence when you were growing up in your household?
I mean, my biggest influence, my mom. Big contribution to like everything I do, everything she instilled like a lot of faith in us. So a lot of the things that I do, it's not like the majority of others. I do things like some people do things based off of I don't know, like they plan their life out, and everybody has an idea of what they want to do, but I'm more like spiritually led.
Okay, I like that. Absolutely. It's definitely important to have faith and to have that connection with the most high,
Right.
whomever you refer them to. But yeah, just to have that connection, that spiritual guidance in your life, that's very, very important and definitely take us further. I'm the same way, you know what I mean? I follow my spirit and I just kind of, go with what I feel and just on my
Right.
prayer life and just rely on things like that.
Right. Yeah, definitely.
Now,
I'm big on seeking guidance. Like whatever it is I do, it's always, me focusing on seeking guidance and making sure that I'm doing the things that are, like basically pleasing to God and so forth. So
okay, I love that. I love that.
yeah.
Absolutely. Now, was your mom, or dad, or brothers and sisters, siblings, were they in entertainment, or you like maybe one of the first to take this path?
No, within my household, actually my brother was a roofer. Both of my sisters, one of my sisters is a CNA, my other sister is a phlebotomist. Entertainment wasn't something that was just like like instilled in us as far as like entertainment. my mom, well, we thought I was gonna, and I probably still am, going to school to be an attorney, which is something that I still plan on pursuing. I just ended up having like this shift, but I've always grown up reading magazines. I've always grown up listening to interviews on the radio, watching interviews on e-news. Like entertainment has always been a big thing in my life, and I've studied like a lot of these celebrities that are out there now, like how they market, the different things that they do to really put themselves out there. I was into listening to the stories and how they got from 0 to 100 real quick. So this is not something that I just was like, oh, always I'm going to be in entertainment. No, wasn't the idea. Definitely it was law school.
Okay, so law school was on your
Yeah.
things to do list.
That was my number one.
Okay. So, with that being said, I mean, what drew you here? Was it someone in particular? Was it an opportunity? Was it someone invited you into this to become
No.
the brand and blogger? How did that work?
None of that. So I've always worked for like major corporations. I used to work for Allstate. I ended up shifting from Allstate, not because I didn't like my job, but I ended up going to Comcast because I heard, through somebody, oh, they have like great commission structure, things like that. So I went to them and I started working for them. And then while I was there, obviously, you're working for, selling cable, selling internet, selling all this stuff. And people would call and, they would want to know like, okay, I need this and I need that. And, oh, is this coming on? And I would like literally always have the information. I've won so many awards. I haven't even, every year that I worked there, I won like several awards for, sales and, congratulations for like, helping and pleasing the customer. And I've been able to get like the answers that people needed. So one time I was at work and we were actually, we were working, we were online looking at, I don't want to say the person's name right now, but we were online looking for some information. And one of my coworkers was really looking for this item that a certain celebrity had on. And she could not find an item for the life of her. And I ended up finding it like that. And she was just like, how do you get this information? How do you know? And it's a lot of research, but you just kind of like, I don't know, just putting two and two together. So then I'm like, oh, well, maybe I'll just start, it's fun. I'll start writing and blogging and stuff like that. And then it just ended up spiraling from there. And then, long story short, I was there for a very, very long time. Wasn't planning on quitting or anything like that. My spiritual father, who's also my cousin-in-law, Apostle Brandon Doris, he kept telling me like, God is telling you, get in front of the camera, do this. And I'm like, no, I don't want to do all of that. So one day I went to work and they're just like, we're shutting down. And I kind of like, for some crazy reason, I already knew like I was being pushed. So I just, followed the steps.
Okay. I like that. That's very elaborate. On how, and distinct on how that happened for you, you know what I mean? But I mean, success to do that, like when you find yourself doing anything and you are good at it initially, that will draw you to go to the next level or take the next step or go through that another door. So with you being at work and doing that and impress someone and you kind of had that pat on the back, that really showed that maybe this was something that you were meant to do. Now, do you feel like it was your destiny to do this, seeing how you become so successful at it? Despite you had feel like you had another purpose, perhaps, or do you feel like this your purpose? I mean, how you feel?
I mean, I feel like there are several purposes. Just because you do one thing doesn't mean that that's exactly the underlining reason for you doing what you're doing. I feel like there are, if you really pay attention, so many actors, so many actresses out there, singers, artists, who were great at performing. But then when you really listen to them, they're actually philanthropists. You know what I'm saying? They have a lot of knowledge, or they're very intuitive to like mental health and things like that. So I feel like whatever platform you end up going on, however you're led, there's always a purpose. It doesn't mean that that's the only kind of work that you're going to be doing.
Okay, good answer. Good answer.
Yeah. Yeah. So, wherever I'm placed, it has a meaning.
Okay. Well, with that being said, now when it comes to branding, blogging, how'd you come up with the catchy name Gyrl TV? You know what I mean?
So, I was with a group of my girl family members, my sister, cousins, and it wasn't Gyrl TV from the beginning, because I actually started out with Gyrlversion first, and we were like having these conversations about like just different things that guys do, different things that girls do, and it was kind of like a clique-like thing, like, oh, I'm the girl version of this, I'm the girl version of that, and we just really kept saying it. And then it just was like, yeah, you felt it. It was like empowerment. And then it went from that into like, is there like, an acronym for it? And I'm like, oh, well, Gyrlversion, like get your life. So then it was just like Gyrlversion, and then Gyrl TV, because it's all about like getting your life. On the channel, we talk about breaking stories. We talk about trending stories. We talk about entertainment. Everybody on there has some type of business or entrepreneurship that they're pursuing. So we talk about the steps that we take or the things that we go through on a regular basis. And we really do keep people updated with information. So it's like you're there getting your life with like in several different sectors. You could be, in a really deep conversation 1 minute, and then, later on it could be, hey, okay, let's break from this conversation. Let's have fun. But make sure that you know about this because this is going to happen. So that's where it came from.
Okay, that's great. That's great. And I know that, it's the Gyrlversion. I mean, I'm sure that really took off and was really a lot of women adapted to that because, just the name and girl. Like if I heard something saying male version, you know what I mean, I would walk into that opposed to walking to something that said Gyrlversion because I'm a male. So
Right.
anything that adapts to your gender, you're gonna really attract to subconsciously. So that was really smart.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was definitely, I mean, it caught us, saying the name, it just caught us like, oh, okay. And it's just so many ways that you can actually, you know what I'm saying, use it. We actually have like slogan shirts. So we sell on Etsy also. So we have like t-shirts that say like girl version of my daddy. We sell that on like Father's Day and things like that. So it's so many ways that you can use it for awareness, for self-empowerment, women empowerment, things like that. So yeah.
Well, I'm definitely all for that, trying to help empower women on my platform, you know what I mean, as well as empowering and just encouraging men to, just be better men out here and be more respectful and with women, so we can have better relationships at the end of the day and stronger, longer term marriages and all that good stuff, you know what I mean?
Right.
But with that being said, now when it comes to the content that you blog about, where do you decide that the content that you want to blog about is it a specific area, like when it comes to entertainment, a specific artist or like like a Rihanna or Beyonce, or is it certain women? Do you blog about men too?
Oh, I mean, everything is on there. We have our categories include breaking news, music. We have mom life. We have money moves where it talks about business. We have women in comedy. There are certain things that we break down into like, women, like the women in comedy or the mom life. But when it comes to like fashion and breaking news and, music, definitely. When it comes to celebrity news, which is also a category on the site, yeah, we talk about men too.
Okay, great. That's good to know. No
Yeah.
discrimination. That's a good thing.
Oh no, no discrimination. Because I mean, things happen. We're not going to be like, oh, we can't talk about this because a guy did it. It's something very important that we should. I mean, we have to know these things. So, yeah, we take on all subjects.
Okay. Now, when you began, was it predominantly Chicago based to the things or the topics that you were talking about, or did you just jump out there and start talking about everything that was trending?
I started everywhere, trending. Because I feel like as far as like our one-on-one interviews, yeah, we definitely dive into Chicago a lot because that's where we're from. But when it comes to like breaking news, things that's happening around the world that affect Chicago too. It doesn't matter if it's happening in New York. It don't matter if it's happening in LA. It don't matter if it's happening in Europe or Ukraine, like right now. You know what I'm saying? We talk about those issues, like even with the war in Ukraine that's happening right now. We have a lot of Ukrainians that are moving to Chicago because they have a lot of family members here. So when I say it says get your life, like get your life. And nobody's life is solely based in Chicago. So
Right, absolutely. Now, by you being so deep within the news, breaking news, and things that's trending, you know what I mean? There's a crazy world we live in out here. You know what I mean? Do you ever become kind of emotionally overwhelmed by being so deep within, everything that's going on in the world? From Chicago to to everywhere. You know what I mean? Because Chicago is enough. Like right now, with the violence that we have to, survive
yeah.
and things of that nature. You see kids being shot and people being brutalized by police officers is out of control. What do
Yeah.
you think about that? And how do you deal with that on a daily by
hmm
being a blogger?
I mean, well, we definitely it's it's more intriguing and I want to say like it more than likely drives you because when you see these issues that are happening around the world, you're just like, when you're on a platform where you're able to reach the public and you see these issues around the world and we do opinionated stories. We do on Girl TV, we talk about these social impacts and things like that. So I feel like instead of becoming overwhelming, we're more driven. Like we'll sit there and say, this is happening right now. This is something we need to talk about. Or, if we're writing about something, it was like, well, so and so, this could have helped, or here's some information, somebody to reach out to. So not like overwhelmed, but more driven.
Okay, okay, absolutely. Because
Yeah.
I'm sure some people were curious, And now, for someone that wants to get into blogging, where would you suggest that they start?
I
What's
mean,
a good time?
realistically, they start where you know that you're good at. In other words, where you are a reliable source. If you're good at holistic wellness, start talking about that there. Get your WordPress set up. Write about the holistic wellness. Make sure you're doing your posts on social media. Like start where you have a lot of information.
Right. Okay,
Yeah.
that's smart. That's smart.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, I noticed you're not again just a blogger. You're a brand developer, correct?
Mhm. Yeah. Yep, yep. So we pitch
Okay.
a lot of ideas. We help my team and I, we help other people build their brand. So there's typically, sometimes one-on-one calls where we do go over information with people who are trying to start something. It could be jewelry, it could be they're trying to start like a massage company or something like that. And we're helping them develop the idea, like, okay, so what would your website look like? What would your logo look like? What kind of name are you going for? What does this mean? Because whenever you think of a name for a business, you have to be able to explain, like, where did that name come from? What does it mean? And it needs to mean something. It has to be some type of, solution or something that attaches to other people in some kind of way. Even if it's something personal or part of your story or your life. So we go through information to helping other people develop their brand from, their name, their website layout, and just basically from the beginning.
Okay, that's good. You're really hands-on because, there's a lot of people that could, use some help and, looking for guidance. What's the best way to contact you if someone wants to reach out to you?
I mean, definitely, definitely via social media, inboxing, messaging, email, contact me at siloamofficial.com. Or if you're emailing the Gyrlversion for like tips or some type of story that you need to tell, you can email Gyrlversion. That's contact@gyrlversion.net also.
Okay, absolutely, absolutely. We definitely appreciate all of that, you know what I mean? Because I'm sure after this interview, you're gonna have even more women and men trying to find a way to contact you to network and to get
Right.
into this the industry that you have become so successful at.
Thank
Again,
you.
how long did it take you, do you feel like, to really grow your numbers and get to where you networking with people like Forbes and Insider and HuffPost and and so many top
Yeah.
medias that's out there in the world? Like, how long did it take you to become that successful?
You know what? I want to say, I feel like when I initially started, it was such a transition for me. So that was back in like 2017, 2018-ish. It was towards the end of the year. I was moving into a new house, being let go from a job. Like it was a lot going on. So I don't feel like I actually really focused on it until like 2019. But when we started focusing on it, we were pressed for, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to email this person, I'm going to contact that person, they're people just like you. So don't be intimidated to reach out to these people. So I feel like a couple of years, it definitely is when it started taking off. But the beginning notoriety came like within, I'm gonna say I really got active in like 2019. Gyrlversion, and we were on Instagram. That's the same exact year that Beyonce's mom started following our Instagram account. That's the same exact year that we started getting likes from like top celebrities. So it just really, I'm gonna say within that first and second year is when I started to see the shift.
Okay, that's great. And again, congratulations to you. Very proud of you. You know what I mean? I'm happy that, I got the network with you early where, we were able to build that respect. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? So I don't look like what do you call it? Whatever they call it. You know what I'm saying? I'm lost in my words. I'll never get lost in words. But nevertheless,
yeah,
a groupie, some type of like a internet groupie or something like
I was
that.
gonna say, ew, don't use that word. I don't like that word. No, definitely not.
Okay, well maybe that's not the correct term.
No.
But yeah. Yeah, but anyway though, what I do is at the 30-minute mark, I always take a quick break. And this is why I gotta shout out my sponsor, whatever like that. We definitely gonna be right back with you so we can hear more. We still got a good half an hour for you to just continue to tell people more about Gyrl TV and everything else that you got going on.
Perfect.
So everyone that's watching, please again stay tuned and make sure you all follow Siloam Lackey, and I said it right?
You did okay. Siloam,
Okay.
Lackey.
Okay, Siloam, Lackey. I'll put a little bit more, put more umph into it next time we come back.
Okay.
All right, so again, we're gonna be right back.
All
Stay
right.
tuned.
No problem.
And these are my official sponsors. Shout out to business owner Dolores Green on Facebook, and please go visit her at hairbossbiz.com. You can contact her directly at hairbossbiz@gmail.com. Also, shout out to CEO of MIA Entertainment Group, film, TV, and producer, the legendary Mimi Acosta. Shout out to business owner and podcast host Sophia Latrice. She has a spa in Plainfield, Illinois, and visit her website at lenicealex.com. Shout out to CEO and radio personality Cantone. You can visit his website at streetscienceradio.com. Shout out to author and animation commercial creator Linda Gregory. You can visit her website at lilyb.com. Shout out to business owner, the elite reader and licensed phlebotomist Cherie Patterson. Call her directly at 469-340-6489. And shout out to author with both her audiobook and hard copy novel Through the Eyes of Nitsi, Denise Donnerson. Order her book today on Amazon. The celebrity interviewer, I said it, and I approve this message. Yes, appreciate you. Again, welcome back. If you just joined us, again, this celebrity interviewer, I said it, and this is the show, and I'm here with entertainment personality, brander, and blogger that you can find her on Gyrl TV, better known as Gyrlversion.com. I'm sorry, Gyrlversion.net. And
Yeah.
man, I'm here with Siloam. So I'm very grateful to have you back.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely. So, for everyone that's tuning in, we just been really talking about her company and how she got started. You know what I mean? You'll be able to rewind this at a later time. But for right now, I just want to kind of get into when it comes to family, with you having such a strong business, is this something that you have decided to pass down to your children on how to do this, or suggest maybe they do this, or kind of just letting them ask you if they are interested in following your path?
Well, I mean, When it comes to family, when it comes to people in general, I'm always teaching people who want to learn. I don't feel like, and I've explained this to like several people prior to, working, coming from, a work environment and working in a call center or something like that. You know what I'm saying? We did sales. We always had to sell, and we always sold the same thing, but there's no way that you can take every call. Do you know what I'm saying? And at some point, you're going to be training somebody, you're going to be teaching them how to do something. And I feel like whenever you're in any industry and you've come to a point or a level where you've mastered it, you can't always be the student. You have to elevate and be the teacher. So I have no problem, teaching anybody in my family or, somebody else who wants to learn the things that, that they need to learn when it comes to the entertainment industry or branding themselves or growing in some type of way. Yeah. Oh, it seems like the sound went out. It's okay.
I'm sorry. Now, when it comes to just get into branding and everything like that, what would a person have to do to qualify to be considered a brander? Like,
Well,
what is the definition of, like, what is a brander?
Branding basically means making a staple for yourself in whatever niche that it is that you're trying to grow in, or that you want to develop a name in. Pretty much anybody who develops their business from the ground up, I would consider them as a brand developer, because they develop their brand. But the brand is the brand is something that defines who you are. That's like your notoriety. When you go places and people don't know you personally, but they know that you do this or that, or your company reputation is of this or of that. So a brand is basically making that name that identifies who you are to the people in the public, or identifies your business to the people in the public, versus them knowing you personally. And if you're that person that's started from the scratch, and you did everything you did to develop your name, to make it grow, to put it out there in the public, I would consider that person as a brand developer.
Okay, woohoo! I'm a brand developer. Because
Okay.
I did it from the ground up, so that's what's up.
Yeah.
Appreciate that credibility.
You're welcome.
You know what I'm saying? We're one of the top to do it right now here out of representing Chicago. So that's what's up.
Yeah.
So let me just hold this up real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when it comes to us have networked in the past, I just want to definitely make sure that I'll share this real quick, because this was actually the flyer back then, and this is 2000 and Rumba. Honestly, this is 2018. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2018.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that
this
was
is
a long time ago.
yeah, and so I definitely got to shout out my brother. He was the one. He was the actual, I guess, celebrity poet for the
Yeah.
night, and that's Brother O, who's part of the huge organization out of Chicago led by Black Ice, which is called Poet, which stands for People of Extraordinary Talent. And I just want to definitely send him a lot of blessings and love and prayers right now, because he's actually been hospitalized since the beginning of this year, because he's waiting on a heart transplant. So I just want to send my love and blessings to Brother O, and just hope that he hopefully can get that transplant soon. And man, because I just seen a movie last night about about how doctors come up with how they decide of who gets a heart and everything like that. That's a really tough job that
Yeah, it's a
people
really
have.
tough.
So now, when it comes to you and your team, to when do you choose? Because I know you have a show with my friend, our mutual friend of ours, being Shartia Jones, and shout out to her, peace queen, salute to her. You know, do you decide like the content that maybe that she does for the show that she does under you when it comes to Girl TV? How does that work?
Well, Shartia has she has one of her own shows, which is the Love Jones Alliance, that she does. And she curates that with by her she curates that on her own. But what she does is she's an interviewer. So when it comes to the interviews and the people that she talks to, the team basically finds or goes through the information or the emails that people send us to be interviewed. And then as far as like questions and things like that, we get that all mapped out for her because obviously she's the host. So she's the one who's going to be doing the interviews. So we just, we kind of want to make it seamless for her. And we have several interviewers and several hosts on the channel. Yeah, but she's definitely one of the interviewers.
Okay, absolutely. Anybody you want to shout out at this time? So I don't leave
Oh
it to the
shoot!
end.
Yeah, can I shout out? Hey, Sunshine, Dana Reach from the Buddy Effect. Everybody out there. My spiritual lead, Brandon Doris, which I also actually shouted him out earlier. Shout out to everybody. Think of too many names right now, but yeah.
Right. Okay.
Oh, Genesis. She does the she's the co-host for this week's episodes that should be coming back up, but she had to take time off because she had twins and then she had another baby. So she basically, she had 3 kids back to back, so she definitely had to take a break, but she's always with us. She's definitely coming back.
That is tough. That is really tough.
Oh yeah. But I mean, we're so grounded in living your best life and family. So it's understandable. We were all excited for her when we found out she was pregnant, especially when we found out she was having twins. And then when we found out that she was having another baby right after, it was like, oh my God, hey, that's cool. So yeah, it's pretty exciting.
Okay, now you being again so great at what you're doing is, and I know it can be time consuming as well, but how do you manage to do that? And just be a great mom at home. How do you balance the two? Because to do what you do takes a lot of research.
No, I'm just joking. No, it's not. Well, yeah, I'll claim that. Superwoman, everybody. All women have a superwoman inside of them, but it is very demanding. There's things that happen like all the time, obviously, but I put family first. So if there's dinner, I'm gonna make sure that dinner is getting done. I'm gonna make sure that clothes are clean. I'm gonna make sure that the house is clean. All of that. As far as like the kids are old enough to take care of their business, we're not baby feeding right now, so it's not very hard to manage any of this. And 2 of the boys one of them is actually Cade the Ghost. He's actually in the music. He just did Coast to Coast Live. He did his they have like they sit them through 3 different A&R representatives, and they basically say like yes or no. But he actually was on that one event. He was actually the first person to get a yes from all of the A&R judges. So he's actually he should be performing in Miami in November. Our other son, DeMarco, he's in entertainment also. He has a YouTube channel. Hilarious. And he's doing extremely well. So they are in the entertainment industry is different as far as like what they're doing. It's not blogging, it's not sat still, but yeah, they're striving, thriving, and they understand.
Okay, that's great. Congratulations to them both. You know what I mean? That's great. Just young black men to be able to, you know, just find a different path and just doing something that's positive, because there's so many influences out here, you know what I mean?
Oh
And
yeah,
any man, young women can really get caught up and go down the wrong path to lead them
of
to
course.
a early life, an early demise, or even in jail, unfortunately. So, you know, just
Hmm.
shout out to all the young people that's really, you know, trying to stay disciplined and obedient to what, and trying to find a purpose, and just, you know,
Right.
trying to get out of trouble opposed to
Yeah.
getting in trouble, you know what I'm saying, and causing havoc across the land and community, because, you know, we have enough of that.
Yeah. I agree. I
So
agree.
that's definitely contributions of you being a great mom and leader too,
Thank
you
you.
know, for them to
Yeah.
be great young men. So that's what's up.
Yeah. And they have a very grounded father. He's not gonna take no mess from them. He keeps them, you know, very, very stern and very active and you know, on their toes and yeah.
Well, that's good to have two
Yeah,
people, you know what I'm
of course.
saying? Both
Yes.
parents. That's very important, because
Yes.
that's rare again
Hmm.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's what's up. That's what's up. Now when it comes back to, you know, Girl TV, Gyrlversion, you know, it's so many different paths. Um Now, when you were originally starting out with the Gyrlversion TV, or Girl TV, that is,
Hmm.
did you seclude it to, you know, a particular area when it comes to blogging, to just start off, you know, not to put too much pressure? Did you really, like you say, you really
Hmm.
dove out there into the ocean, and, you know, you really start swimming you got to where you got to?
As far as the channel, I know that, I mean, even when you start something as like a YouTube channel, you never want to bring that up without having um content, right? And then even they
Right.
say like rule of thumb for a YouTube channel, don't start a YouTube channel unless you have 5 videos to put up. It was the same way with the station. So it's kind of like, okay, well, Gyrlversion, we do news, trending topics, etc. So it has to it has to surround around that. And for most of us who are on the channel, we have businesses that we pursue also. So the idea of making sure that we're getting our business in ideas and the journeys implemented in there is important. Three Brown Women is which is show with myself, Dana Reese from the Buddy Effect, which she is a virtual assistant, and Christine as well, and she sells the cutest little. They're like, oh, I wish I had one here. They're like these safety kits that they have like mace, daggers, they have like all type of things on there, but they're like you connect them to your keychain and you can take them with you anywhere. So we're always, you know, talking about our business and and growing and developing consistently in our journeys as moms, wives, girlfriends, you know, wherever it is. So the idea of the channel, before it was put out there, we definitely had plans on making it what it was, making it what it is. And we have
Right.
more plans as well.
Okay. Anything you care to share? Do you got like a book coming, anything like that yourself? Is there a movie coming? Is you got another TV show coming? Like, what you got coming? Give us something exclusive.
Well, I mean, we're definitely working on another program.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up.
It is about survival. It's going to be very intriguing. It's going to be very, very, very intriguing. You know, we watch a lot of First 48 type stuff in this house, so we're kind of like niching towards, you know, having a show in that direction as well.
Okay, that's smart. That's smart. I like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And, you know, it's so many survival stories. You
It's
know,
a
like
lot of
myself.
survival stories.
Yeah.
Hmm. It's a lot of survival stories. And I feel like they need to be told because why not? You never know, you know, the story that you're giving could save somebody else's life, or the story that you're giving could encourage somebody else in some type of way that's still saving somebody's life, you know. So, and like I said, it's all about getting your life. So it's important for us to, focus on the content that matters to people in different subjects, whether it's, saving them from being on the street, whether it's saving them from, fall into a business trap where we're talking about all these inside and out things of, becoming a business owner, whether it's saving them from, I don't know, receiving some misinformed information about their favorite celebrity or something like that. It's definitely about getting a life. So, we'll always be curating content that's informative and entertaining at the same time.
Okay, word. That's a good thing. Definitely a good thing. Like I said, I definitely have my survival story coming soon. Because I survived a terrible car accident, earlier this year, and I got to tell my story, because it's empowering not only for me to tell it, but it's also, like you say, can inspire the next person. Now, I found that usually, because this will happen to me, I had that car accident before I was about to take that next level, that next step. Did something dramatic or something negative, perhaps that you turned into a positive, happen to you before you turned over to, that big audience that you have today? Because usually it's like something in the universe, this is what I find with a lot of my spiritual associates.
Yeah. Are you kidding me? I definitely went a whole entire year with like, I've had my Facebook and my Instagram hacked. I've had both of them. The Facebook, and I know people always say that Facebook's like their their customer service is absolutely horrific. It is. It's very hard to get in touch with them. But yeah, I fought, and I had actually already pretty much like built. I had been building. I had a lot of, a lot of followers, a lot of people who were looking for the things that I was putting out. And then all of a sudden it gets hacked. So yeah, definitely. And I share that on my YouTube channel. I share a whole video, and it's helped a lot of other people that have reached out and to watch that video on how to get their Facebook and how to get their Instagram pages back, because they have like this facial recognition thing where they might ask you to do it, but like on the Instagram app, people were having issues with it crashing consistently, so they couldn't even get through. So I did a whole video about that on my YouTube channel, Siloam Lackey, where people can actually go back. And that's one of the other things that we do is like with the things that we go through in business, we find a solution, we actually share that information. But yeah, and there's a lot of creators out there who've been through that, and trust me, it's a struggle. It might not be, it's definitely not as like how you got into an entire car accident. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's playing with your money, because we get money. We get paid through YouTube. We're monetized through Facebook and Instagram. So it's scary. Absolutely.
No, I can imagine. I've been hacked, a few times myself. Now, what stopped you from giving up? You say you was down for a whole year or something like that. Like,
oh yeah, I was never gonna give up. I've never been a person of like giving up. I know that whatever I'm doing is gonna I don't do no. Okay. There is a way. And the purpose of no is for you to just basically find that other route. So whatever it is that you didn't do, or if it's something that you have to continuously do, or if you're realizing that you're explaining something to somebody and they're not getting through, it's not getting through to them clearly, who do you talk to? So I definitely didn't give up. And honestly, my spiritual father is very prophetic. So, I definitely received word from, that I was going to get it back. So I just stayed persistent, faithful, and just working hard.
okay, that's good. That's good to know. You know what I mean? You did say you were a superwoman, so that doesn't surprise me.
We all are. We are.
Now, excuse me, with that being said, did you have like a mentor, other than your mom being a huge influence for you, like you say, in the beginning, but did you have like a hands-on anyone to help you mentor this, in the beginning, or did you just kind of learn and this all on your own? Did you
No,
just
I
do it?
just actually at the end of when I felt like, um the office that I was working at was going to shut down. It was kind of like a vibe. Like I kind of like knew where things is going because the company is known for shifting departments or shutting and closing down. So I kind of felt that. So I actually focused on getting my um developer license as far as like designing websites, and just I did a lot of studying. I didn't have a particular mentor or anything like that. My mom's not in like entertainment or anything. um so I just knew what I was trying to figure out and research, learn it.
Okay, okay, that's what's happening. And you
Yeah.
done, again, I can't salute you enough and just tell
Thank
you
you.
again about how proud I am of you, your diligence and, all your hard work that it took for you to be able to reach this point. And I know you're going a lot further and, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
um hmm I mean, it's really sky's the limit. Like I definitely there's like higher levels.
Right,
Higher levels. I'm not gonna be the person that's blogging, shoot, hell, I might not even be the person on the shows on the television channel, like you said, like,
right,
you pass that stuff down and you do greater things when you do that because you're creating opportunities, so you're always gonna have opportunity. That's just how the world
right.
works. It's God. you know.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, did you imagine yourself being this successful that this early in the process? Because, like you say, you only been doing this for about 4 or 5 years, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's been about, was it yeah, like
2018, you
2019.
think?
Yeah, yeah. Like 2018, 2019. Did I I was just really faithful. And I always told myself, like, um, I just feel like you can do whatever it is that you want to do. And most people know when they're doing something, you know what I'm saying, that they're meant to focus on that certain thing at that time. But I feel like, and I believe, like, if you're following your path properly in life, you're going to be well taken care of. You're going to be successful at it. Because in some type of way, it's helping someone else, it's encouraging someone else. So yeah, I believe success definitely comes from being true or honest to your journey. So
Okay, okay. Well, now this is going to be probably my last question, other than I'm gonna end it with how again to remind people how they can follow you and support you. But my last question for you today is, when it comes to manifestation, what techniques do you use, or would you give advice for people to use that work for you? Because you definitely manifested this.
look, I'm very obedient to God, and I believe that anything that you sow out into the world, you're gonna get that back. So,
Right,
and it's really weird, right? We grew up with this, like, you reap what you sow. Like, it's not like we don't hear it, you know what I'm saying? But we have these old sayings that we really don't pay attention to. You know what I'm saying? But they're handed down, and they travel with us through life, through ages, through decades, for a reason, because people really experience that. If you want love, you have to sow
right,
love, right? If you want value, you have to sow the time for value, So if you want, money, you have to sow money. You have to put out what you want. So that's the biggest advice that I can give people. Whatever it is that you're trying to seek, make sure that you're returning that as well, or that you're putting it out so that you can have enough room to receive it. Like that's the way that life goes.
Absolutely. And I totally agree because what you seek seeks you is what I've been
Mhm.
told a long time ago.
Yep.
And I definitely follow that.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. I don't think there's any other way around it. People who try to cheat get cheated. That's just, that's how it works. So you just have to be 100% of whatever it is that you're trying to receive back in order to be successful.
Cool. Definitely. Again, I really appreciate your time. Very proud of you. Just keep going. I want to, pray that, God continue to watch over you and your family and, you know what I mean, you continue to have all the success that you wish for and even more, 10, 100-fold, 1,000-fold. And
Thank
just,
you.
you know what I mean? And in ending, how can people again support you? How can people contact you? What's the best way? And can you just share that with our audience again, please?
Yeah, so definitely on my social media, my Instagram is Siloam_official. The Gyrl TV, GY, get your get Gyrlversion, GY, also inbox message, email contact at gyrlversion.net, or you can email me, contact me at contact me at SiloamOfficial.com. It
I hope
seems
that
like
you enjoyed the interview. I hope you enjoyed the interview today. And you
yeah,
know what I mean? Again, just many blessings to you as you enjoy the rest of the day and
you
week.
too.
And let me just again personally invite you if you and maybe your husband or a
Mm.
partner can make it. I would love for you to come out to my birthday event. That's
Oh,
this Thursday night.
oh
Boom, there
wow.
we go. It's
Okay.
actually in Bloomington. You know, we have some great performers. You know what I mean? It's going to be really dope. We got a meet and greet. You know what I mean? We don't have any rap artists at this particular event, but it's going to be a lot of singing from R&B to gospel, a lot of smooth jazz, soft rock. You know, we have an award-winning poet. You know what I mean? Being
Mhm.
Analog, who's on Broadway actually. And
Mhm.
man, this is going to be really lit. And I just hope to, see everyone there and come celebrate my birthday. Remember, it's gonna be free cake and cookies because it's my birthday.
Thank
So
you. I thank you so
definitely excited for
much.
you all
And
to come back.
that's happy birthday too. I didn't know it was your birthday
Appreciate it.
this week.
Appreciate it.
That's awesome. Oh, you did
Yeah,
tell me.
I'm a Leo.
Happy
Shout out to
birthday.
all my Leos. We run it. Leo
Girl.
Nation. You have any Leos in your family?
Actually, yeah. My nephew, I have a lot. Yeah, we have a lot of birthdays coming up in August, and we have a lot of birthdays that just recently passed this week. So yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Cool. Well,
Yeah.
definitely, again, I hope to, hear more from you. You know, if you need something that I could possibly help you with, I'll be happy to share you, what I'm saying, on my platform. And actually,
Thank
what I do is everyone that's has appeared on my show as a celebrity interviewer, you'll be able
you.
to find yourself inside my next upcoming publication. So I'm happy about that. You know what I'm saying? Now, my recent
Mhm.
publication right now just came out representing July the 11th, but my next one will be dropping 9/11 because it's every 2 months on the 11th. So,
Okay.
you know what I mean? You'll be able to find girl version or something about that inside that publication, you know what I mean? Just off the strength.
Awesome. Thank you. That's amazing.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Yeah. But yeah, you have my support. You already know that. But hey, if anybody asks, don't forget, I said it that way.
That way.
Yeah. So
Definitely.
yeah, just be safe, enjoy your day, and again, make sure you all support Gyrl TV. You already know why, because I said it. Support Siloam.
Thank you guys.
Yep. All right. Peace to you, Queen. Enjoy your day.
You too. Thank you. Bye guys.
Thank you. Peace. Yeah, I want to thank everyone again for tuning in today. Very grateful to have you all as we celebrated Salam today. And as you know, I already told you about the event that I got coming up. But next, you'll see me again. Well, actually, you won't see me, but my company will be representing I Said It Management, because we have From Her Point of View, which is a talk show about relationships, and that's hosted by celebrity model Deasia Marie and our other celebrity model recording artists and many other titles, Lily the Goddess. And we are happy to have a young lady by the name of Rhonda Johnson, better known as Wildflower, and she is a practitioner, um, sound therapist. Man, come get your life coach. Like she says, she do Reiki. She's an author, a poet, and she's an intuitive astrologer. So, man, that's gonna be a great conversation about relationships. She got a lot of angles that she's gonna be coming from. So that's gonna be really dope. So make sure you all tune in tomorrow, 7 p.m. CST time, 8 p.m. EST time. This is a show that I produce, and I just look forward to you all support. But in the meantime, Wednesday night, we're going to be back to where you actually see me on the screen. And that's right here at the square table, where you come get back in your square only at the square table. You know what I'm talking about? And that's hosted by me and the legendary Mimi Acosta. And our guest is actually the two hosts that I just mentioned from Her Point of View. And it's going to be joined by national recording artist signed to Sony, the one and only Taco, Chicago rapper. You know what I'm talking about? Man, he's a great artist, and man, I'm just great to be able to have the three of them, as we are going to be talking about the topic of the day, which is the fear of failing. So, we all have that fear of failing of, me. So we're going to all kind of get to the core of, what makes us the movers and shakers that we are, and how we overcome the fear of failing, because we all go through it. Again, make sure you all support my friends at Radio Impact. This may have expired, but you can still contact them anytime. Shout out to my friends, DJ Green Guy, the legendary and the iconic DJ King Assassin. You know what I'm talking about? Also, make sure you all download the XOD network. That's very important. This is the largest streaming service in the world, and it's black owned. You can't beat that. And man, like I say, this is where you'll see this content in about a month or so. It'll be uploaded to XOD network, to my platform over there with Life and Entertainment. And that's with my friend, the one and only Gina Hills, right there. So make sure you all go to lifeandentertainment.com, support her. I'm on her channel when I do my show, when I upload it XOD. And man, congratulations to her. She just got married, I think yesterday. So man, congratulations to you, Queen. You know what I mean? I'm happy for you and you and Juan. So, you know what I mean? Salute. And man, let me see, what else can I tell y'all real quick? Oh yeah, always shout out to my friend and the brand ambassador of I Said It Management. Currently, we only have one right now, but she's actually the first Dutch female MC, first Asian MC, first lady of Ultramagnetic MCs, and she all the way from the Bronx, but she represents the Bronx, but she also reside in the Netherlands, because she's again the first Dutch female MC. You know what I'm talking about? And so, man, shout out to her. Make sure you all follow her at LJ Wicks or First Melanated MC on Instagram. So that's gonna be really crazy. And then I also wanna shout out my friends over at Just Me Magazine with the CEO and founder Elise Boswell out of Chicago. She has some great issues. And the brother at the top, you know what I'm saying, the legendary Tony Terry, he's actually been on this show. So shout out to him. And I don't know if he still do Tony Terry Tuesdays, but if not, you know what I mean, man, support that brother and everyone else that's been on her A Luxurious Magazine cover. And man, remember, if y'all want to be sponsors, official sponsor of I Said It Management, yo, I'm easy to contact. Just email me at isaidit.mc@gmail.com. Make sure you follow iSaidItTV.com. And it's that simple. And before we get out of here, man, let me shout out my actual radio and TV sponsors and partners. Again, I mentioned Radio Impact, 98.2 The Beat out of LA. Man, CB and the boys, and that's with my friend Crystal, Leon, and Roger, and Mimi. And they represented Phoenix, they represented Las Vegas, and Atlanta. Then shout out to my brother Soul on the Streets out of New York. And then my friend right here, the Afternoon Kickback, She Bananas. Then when it comes to TV partners, man, my friend D Boss with Real Life Matters representing Canada, the Barbados, and New York tri-state area. Also, shout out to my friend, like I say, Life and Entertainment representing Memphis, and the XOD Network based out of Atlanta. But man, all over the country, all over the world, they global. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you all also follow top12.tv. And you know, we gone. But last but not least, hey, again, make sure you all support my friend Siloam, Lackey. Oh yeah, and I'm sorry. Make sure you all support my friend on Laura Jala. This is actually still a magazine that we are still coming out with. It's going to be later on this year. You know what I mean? It's called Models Like Us magazine. And we have then the pleasure of having French international supermodel published model Miss Europe 2020 will be gracing our first front cover. So man, if any model out there want to be inside this magazine for the free and have your full bio and full page, man, just contact us here. You know what I'm saying? Models Like Us at yahoo.com. Models Like Us 2 at yahoo.com to be exact. So yeah. All right. We did that. So make sure you all support Siloam, Gyrl TV movement. Man, everything that she's doing great things, not only for women, but for men as well. You know what I mean? If you want to catch the latest blog and the hottest breaking news, make sure you all go to her channel. All right. Peace out. I said it.